What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and today we're going to be taking an early look at the upcoming arcade mode for For Honor, and more importantly, at the upcoming heavy of the Woodland faction, Jiang. Now, Jiang, initial impressions are he's going to be awesome. Ton of fun to play. We're going to be jumping in depth into him in today's video. One thing I want to point out right now is at the start of the video, I'm going to be going through all the perks. We were allowed to show very limited things. That the preview event was mainly just showing off arcade mode, but I was able to snag these perks real fast because I know folks have been curious about them for a while. In addition to that, as soon as this match starts, I'll be pausing and going through his entire moveset as well. For those that want to pause the video, take screenshots, upload it to Reddit, whatever you want to do. Either way, I did have a chance to go hands-on with him for quite a while, and my initial impression is that he is going to be a very strong entry into a lineup of heavies. He has a lot in his perk kit that I feel supports deathballing, like things like regenning stamina for teammates, regenning health for teammates, but despite that he also has stuff for a more solo playstyle. Things like Fire Flash, things like Isolator, Second Wind, stuff that's going to let you kind of go around and be an offensive heavy if you choose. As for his playstyle, he has a very feint heavy moveset. A lot of how you play him works around something called Sifu stance, and basically what you can do is cancel out of your heavies or cancel out the recovery time on your heavies or lights by going into Sifu stance. Holding Sifu stance helps you regain stamina. From Sifu stance you gain a number of different moves. From your parries you gain different moves. All in all, just a very diverse moveset with him, and right now it looks like I'm getting spanked by this Valkyrie, and you'll see in just a second here I get a decent opportunity to counter and quickly dismantle. But before that happens, one thing I want to point out here is the damage you're about to see I would not consider to be fully accurate, and that's because I am in arcade mode. One thing I want to point out is that the way arcade mode works is difficulty is based on gear score. There's, white gear, blue gear, purple gear, gold, and then teal. You pick an arcade level based on your gear. But during my time at the event, I found that playing at an equal level, as in blue gear score versus blue gear or gold versus gold, I was getting absolutely stomped. And I think part of it is because of the random modifiers. A lot of times enemies had either fire damage or bleed damage, and I'm pretty sure the gear I was using at the event was like negative on debuff resistance, because I would get hit twice and my entire health bar would be filled with fire. So I was like, okay, fuck this. So basically I'm fighting blue gear score with gold gear score, and the damage difference is even more drastic than it would be in multiplayer, I feel. But regardless, it still gives you a chance to kind of see what Jiang is capable of. Right now I'm obviously testing out his BM. I feel that any character needs to have good BM potential. I don't feel Jiang has very good BM potential. The one there, kind of like it's like a mini Ra, that's okay. Aside from that, his other emotes, not very good on the BM. We kind of have a Snickers walk thing going on with this one, but still, nothing to really write home about. Going back into his moveset, though, some things that I really did like. Perhaps my favorite, and I'm sure it happens somewhere in the video, but you can do a Sifu stance into zone left to right, and then follow it up with a second zone that goes right to left. So visually, they both come out very fast. It's like zone attack, in opposite directions. I think is going to really catch people off guard. All of his start-up moves, if you're starting a chain with a heavy, you get hyper armor. If you're finishing a chain with a heavy, you get an unblockable. On top of that, we have an advancing, like a forward and A into heavy attack, a side A heavy attack, and those can be chained as well. From zone, you can chain into heavy. There's a lot to like about this guy for sure. And if we're speaking frankly, his moveset really does, like you play with his moveset, and then by comparison, you look at Shigoki and you're like, oh, sweet summer child, just go to sleep now, it's okay. No one needs you anymore. Even Warlord, you guys know I'm a Viking main. I'll probably play Jiang over Warlord just because his moveset is so diverse. He's bringing so much to the table. I mean, it definitely helps that he's basically Papa Wandu. But you know, he felt strong. He has the choke off a parry, which was a huge amount of stamina drain. Personally, I feel a little bit too much, but I will reiterate that, you know, I think we need to see. I don't know how accurate numbers in arcade mode are, and these characters weren't set up in training mode. Ideally, that's what I wanted to capture. I wanted to get them in training mode, similar to how I did with both Shaolin and Tiandi, but I was not able to, unfortunately. So this is what we got to go on for now. But, you know, definitely gonna be a lot of fun to play. In particular, I really want to try out his Isolator perk. If you go back to the start of the video, you can look at that. But basically what it does is it, like, creates a smoke ring, basically, around whoever you target with it. And people can't go into that smoke ring, in a sense. So it's like, you find somebody, and I mean, it's basically like the, you know, I don't care who else is here to fight me, it's you versus me, everybody else fucks off. Which sounds really cool if it actually works how I think it's going to work. But you know, nice zones, good feint potential, executions were pretty flashy. All in all, I think he's going to be a strong entry into For Honor. But that's basically the sum of my thoughts on the character. If you want to see the Nuxia video, make sure to check that one out as well. Either way, at this point, I have said my piece, so I'm going to go ahead, cut off the mic, let you guys watch the remainder of the video. Let me know your thoughts down below on the character. I'm hoping to get some more solid footage of him as we get a little bit closer to the Marching Fire update. But either way, thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, slap that thumbs up, and we will catch you next time.